Hi there, how you doing? Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Actually 7:03, I think. Sorry for running a couple minutes behind. How are ya? Johnny Daniel, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And we are here tonight to have some fun, right? Okay, so while I've got my notes, comment to say, hey, how are ya? Hello, where you're from, what's going on, if you felt the earthquake. Yeah, it's just been a doozy of a day. It's hot, earthquakes, riots. So we're almost at all four seasons, right? Oh, there's quarantine. Okay, so you got all four seasons for Southern Cal, right? I'm just joking. So the new catalog started today at 11 a.m. If you don't know that, and if you don't have your copy, let me know. I have a few left, and I can obviously order more. So if you would like a copy and don't have yours yet, or need or have a friend that wants to share with you and you don't want to share, let me know. Because I don't know about you, but I don't share well. I'll just be honest with you. Why do you think I'm a demonstrator? Because I get it first and I don't have to share. Okay, so yes, really. All right, so every single comment, the cards that I will be creating tonight will be raffled off. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4 that I will be raffling and mailing by Friday because I do have something to do tomorrow. I will be notifying the winners tomorrow morning, but I will get to the mailbox by Friday. All right, so let's see. Online class, Stamp of the Week, is going till Saturday. It is with the Celebrating Sunflowers. If you haven't checked it out, please let me know. If you need the link to be able to check it out, you can go to the blog, stampingwithjohnny.com, click on the tab that says Stamp of the Week, and everything will be spelled out for you. Okay? This is a good one. I believe shipping is less than $8, $7 and change, and you actually get all the materials to make 5 cards. So with envelopes and the whole 9 yards. So pretty good deal. Okay, so that's that. Rummage. We have not rescheduled it because not enough has changed. It'll be 2 to 3 weeks after we are able to gather and have more than 10 people. Okay, so that's where I'm at with that. Because of the restrictions not changing enough, the June class, which was supposed to be next week, if you look on the calendar behind me with the little crossouts, we will not be doing card class. Unfortunately, I want to get together as much as you do. Trust me on that. But I didn't think it was really fair to have to enforce 6-foot distance when we haven't seen each other, and I know I'm going to want to hug. So that's the main reason why. And we will get it. For July, if you want to plan ahead, the week of July 7th, 9th, or 11th, the 7th and the 11th will be in 29 Palms. The 9th will be in Yucca Valley. Okay? So plan on that. Keep your fingers and your toes crossed. I said fingers crossed last time, and well, you see what happens. So let's see here. Catalogs are out. I've already said that. So if you don't have yours, please let me know. All right. So the show kit for the evening, right? To go along with the cards we're creating. Okay. So we are looking at a pile of mess. No, I'm just messing with you. We've got the Stampin' Scrub. Okay. And I'm going to put stuff back so I don't lose it. We've got the cleaner, which is now in a different bottle. It has not been discontinued, not retired, just reconfigured, different bottle. So I've got the snail adhesive because obviously I don't have the Stampin' Seal yet, but adhesive. The new In Color enamel dots. And then you will have 3 packs of cardstock. So you're going to have, let's see here. A basic black cardstock pack. Obviously, I only pulled a single. You're going to have a white, thick white cardstock pack for your bases. And then you're going to have all the in colors. Okay, so that is what that looks like. As well as a pack of envelopes. A clear block. I had to put a stamp on it so you could see it. So some designer series paper will come with that. Trimmer. Let's see, did I catch everything? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. And the bonus of any bundle, any tool, or any stamp bundle that you can get is a bonus right now. The most expensive bundle is $60.25. So if you did just the order, it would be $131.46 out the door. No, it wouldn't be. Ha, I'm just teasing. It'd be a $99 sign up plus tax, no shipping. So it'd be $108. Kind of cool, right? So we're looking at about a $22 savings from that figure. But actually, if you ordered it legit, it would be $144.61. So all the numbers combined, guess what? You'd be saving almost $40. Okay? Plus, you would get business supplies and extra catalogs, right? Okay, and then you get the bonus bundle on top of it, which is another $60.25 plus tax, shipping, and all that you save. So you're looking at saving about $100. Okay, so let me know if you're interested. Oh, the pros, you get a 20% discount on every single order. The cons, you got to put in your own order. Sorry, that's the 20%. And you got to do 300 a quarter. What happens if you don't do 300 a quarter? You get dropped and you're no longer active. There's nothing negative as far as credit or anything like that. Nothing at all. All you do is you no longer show up on my list as active for pre-orders, team pages, that kind of stuff. That's it. So, without anything else, guess what we're going to do? We're going to create. So I'm going to put you down. Make sure to grab, if you're creating with me, make sure to grab your mats and your card base. And if you happen to remember an envelope, you're also going to need a punch, no ink, okay? To create with me tonight, you're going to want a smaller punch. And let's see, what else? And then I'll be creating my other. So please create with me. Go grab your stuff while I put you down and get everything situated. So I'll see you in about 30 seconds. All right, I tightened that up a little too much. I'm trying to get it to move and it's stiff, which is a good thing. All right, so let's get this centered. Moving, grooving, and going. Yes. All right. Am I good? Am I good? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to get a sip of tea. That's what I have. I have peach tea in the cup tonight. What do you have in your cup tonight? If somebody says whiskey, I'm jealous. So, all right. So let's see here. I'm just waiting for this to come up. And if you see on the paper here, follow me on my blog, stampingwithjohnny.com. YouTube, every single live that I do is uploaded to YouTube. So if you want to go through things, if you missed tonight or missed the second half because hubby cooked dinner, whatever the case may be. Hi Carol, how are you? Hey Shawnee, yeah, earthquake. If you were sitting still, you felt it. Hey Lise, how are you? And Sherilyn, how are you? Good to see you. In person too. So, let's see here. I'm only seeing 4 comments. It says 6. So if you said hello and I missed you, please just say hello again. It's not a problem. So for some reason the filter's not working. And it will later. It's okay. So, alright. So, stampingwithjohnny.com. YouTube, I upload every single live, and I have for the last, oh, for heaven's sake, 7, 8 years. Shawnee, you never sit down, honey. Ooh, hard seltzer. Okay. Gotcha. You did have a long day, didn't you, Lise, with your conference call? So, all right. So the YouTube has every live on there. I think there's 7 or 8 years worth on there, if we want to be exact. So it'll keep you going. And if you scroll to the beginning, they're not as good as they are now. So it's kind of funny. If you would like to order johnnydaniel.stampinup.net, this host code is only going to be good until very late tonight. This qualifies you for bingo, BOGO, and all that kind of stuff. If you want to qualify for bingo, your product order needs to be 50 or more. Otherwise, the buy-in for bingo at the end of the month, which is all going to be virtual on the 27th at 10 a.m., which is a Saturday. That buy-in is going to be $25 if you have not given me a $50 product order by tonight. All right, so let's create. All right, so what's on my table, right? Okay, so I have the mini mates, and I have the coordinating dies that I've already run the in color stuff with, the strips. Okay, so I've got my mini mates, I've got my small bloom punch, I've got a basic gray stamp pad. Okay, so the basic gray stamp pad I do not need until later. The dots not till later. This not till later. No. Yeah, we need just this, right? So you need some kind of adhesive if you're going to create with me. And, oh, by the way, the comment section is open until midnight. It just has to be time-stamped for today, Wednesday, okay? And so what you do is every comment gets put in the raffle. If you create with me and post a card, it's worth 2 entries, okay? And then I send out the cards that we're creating tonight. All right, so I have got a thick Whisper White cardstock base. I've got a punch, small bloom punch. I've got snail adhesive. I also need to have a box of glue dots because I'm dealing with foil. Yeah. I have got a piece of terracotta. Let's see. Terracotta tile. I couldn't remember the second word. I knew that wasn't it. And this is our new brass foil. Okay. So this brass foil has been run through the hammered embossing folder. And then this guy, this is our new embossing folder. Does anybody know the name of it yet? I'm just curious. So this one is available as of 11 a.m. today. And then I've got a mat. So that is what is on the list. So I've got my thick white. This is cut at, oh heavens, can I remember all this? Yes. Okay, 5.5 by 8.5. And scored at 4 1/4, which is halfway between 8 and 8.5. Okay, we fold this with the valley side out. The mountains or the bump goes in to prevent less cracking. Okay, if you want to grab a bone folder, a handle of a scissors, whatever to help you fold that, go for it. Okay, so my mats are cut at, this one is 5 by 3 3/4. I can remember that one, no problem. So with the foil, it's a little bit more of a flexible cardstock. So what I'm gonna do is actually grab my glue dots and hit all 4 corners because I don't want this peeling up, especially with the heat right now. Like I said, hopefully that new Stampin' Seal works a little better, but we gotta do a little bit of help. We'll just say that. Okay, so we've got our mini glue dots going down, and you can also use your take your pick tool. If you're old school, you can use your piercing tool. It's just up to you on what you got, what you're comfortable with. And honestly, what you don't have to get up to deal with, right? So we've got that glued down. I'm gonna grab my terracotta tile, and I'm grabbing my glue dots because this is foil and metallic. It's not gonna stick with the snail adhesive, so I'm just grabbing my glue dots and pressing and going. Dimensionals work as well, but I didn't want the dimension here. I wanted it, trying to figure out how to flip this brain. I wanted my dimension where I punch tonight. Oh, I need one more right there. I knew I was missing because my finger was there. All right, so I want my dimension where I'm gonna punch. So, all right, let's tear that sucker off and get things rolling. All right, so this one I've run through the embossing folder already, and I need to grab my punch. All right, so you're saying, how do you do partial punching and get dimension, right? Okay, so what you do is you stick this in and you're gonna punch, but you're gonna go slowly and you're not gonna go all the way through. Because if you go all the way through, guess what happens? Everything like normal, right? So what you're gonna do is squeeze. Ah, mine punched all the way through. It's a new one, so it's really sharp. So what you're gonna do is just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze until you just barely see it coming up right there. See, mine went like that. You gotta stop and push it out. And then what you do is you kind of peel up your petals. Okay. It's a cool concept. And you're gonna use your partials. Okay? Except for this one, we're not going there. So maybe, all right, let's see here. So we're gonna squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And you're gonna kind of I put my knuckle, kind of like the side of my hand in there. So it reminds me not to go all the way down. Okay, so squeeze, 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 not go. Okay? And then it doesn't look like anything until you start finagling it, right? So it's an easy way to get flower petals to pop up, or like if you had a candy cane that you wanted to bend, you know, those kind of things. Okay? So it's just a kind of different, I'm trying to figure out how to get this different way to get a tiny bit of texture. So squeeze, 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 pay attention, pay attention. Don't do my first one, right? Okay. And peel it up, peel it up, peel it up. Okay. This one I didn't go as far. You can always come back to it and do more. You obviously can't do less. We're not talking about that one. Okay. So I'm gonna try to peel this one up a tiny bit. But honestly, I'm like, okay, so all the way, lots, all the way down to very, very little, right? Okay. So, and we're gonna do up here as well. Just until it starts to go, okay? Just to give a little bit of depth to it. Okay, and the corner wants to come off, so let it. And we're gonna peel, 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 okay? If you do an oops, you're more than welcome to put it back in, glue it down, and then peel it, okay? But it's better to not have to fix them if you don't have to. So, it happens to the best of us. It's creative opportunities, right? Okay, so there's two things you can do. You can do snail adhesive, but honestly, I want my placement of my adhesive to be very exact because I really don't want it to go on those flowers and have the potential of those petals not doing what I want them to do. So I think what I'm gonna do is leave them be and grab my glue dots again, my handy dandy glue dots, okay? And I am gonna stick that one down in there and then fold it up and see what happens. But honestly, if I were doing this at home and not on a live, guess what? I would redo that because that would bother me. but it is what it is, right? So we're gonna stick this down, peel up a tiny bit, peel up a tiny bit, peel up, peel up, peel up, okay? And then I'm gluing this guy back down. So did anybody have success, or did anybody try this? Did anybody try this at home? That's funny. I'm just curious if anybody actually tried. So I'm going to stick this back down in here because that's my oops one, and it's okay. It's going to look a tiny bit different, but it is what it is, and it's okay because it happens to the best of us. Okay, so there's my middles. And I'm gonna look real quick for my epoxy guys, so I can put some middles in with the flowers. Got things going all over the place here. It's okay. All right, so we're gonna grab some chrome guys. These are the epoxy. They come in clear, and then they come in chrome. But I thought with the metallic it would be kind of a cool look. I don't know. We'll see. Half the fun is playing, right? So I'm just going to stick one in each one. If you are mailing this and you do gems on a regular basis, there's two things you can do. You can turn your card inside out, but honestly I don't like doing that. So the bumps are inside and it machines easier, but I don't like having somebody have that happen. So you really got to know your punch, Sean. You know that this is a newer punch, and that's why it sprung on me so quick. The older ones have a little more give, and you'd have better luck with it. But it is a cool concept. So, so that's my card that's crooked. Oh, honey, it's crooked. Can I pull it enough to make it not so crooked? Yeah. Okay. So there is your partial punching. Kind of a cool concept, right? So just something, and you also figure out how much you know your tools. So there you go. So there's one. So if you created that, you can do it with any of the punches. Yep. So, Carol, you'll have to go back, but basically what I did was I kind of put my fingers like this, and I squeezed down till it just grabbed and started to peel and made sure it didn't pop, and then let go, and that's your partial, okay? In a nutshell, but you'll be able to go back and see it. Exactly. That's actually where I got the idea, was from that die from the in the woods with the tree that was flocked, or whatever you want to call it. So, yep, that is what happened. So, alrighty. Are we good so far? Okay. So, for this next one, I have a thick. We're always making things stretch, right? I mean, we got to do other stuff with our stuff. We got to play somehow. All right, so this next one is showing off the new in colors. Thick Whisper White card base, cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, with the valley on the outside. Right? Okay. So you're gonna say, "Hey, John, glue the mat down," right? And hey, it's different size than what we normally do, right? Yeah, we're not gluing the mat down just yet. And here's the why, okay? This is more of a base. It doesn't matter what color it is unless you're gonna miss. If you have gaps and can't do things straight, which it depends on what time of the day I'm stamping, I will be honest with you, you will want to make sure it's a coordinating color if you want to have gaps like we did with that strip scrappy technique a couple weeks ago. But if you're gonna line them up and have them overlay a tiny bit, it doesn't matter what color, okay? Which is what I'm doing. So, all right, so I'm going to start, and I know you're like, oh my gosh, John, it doesn't match. It doesn't matter. So, this is the Mini Mates. This is the coordinating die, okay? And this is, let's see if I can get another piece of paper that you can see it better. So what I've done, let's see here. Am I still going? Yep, okay. My computer froze for a second. Sorry, guys. So I was thinking I was frozen. So what I've done is I've grabbed the coordinating dies for the Mini Mates, and instead of putting all the platforms in, I took the adapter out. Okay. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? I'm glad you're here. It doesn't matter if you're late. That's what replay's for, hun. So make sure to comment and do whatever, because I've got 4 cards tonight. So this is the Mini Mates die. That big old sheet. Do I have it still out? Hold on. I'll get it. So this is a row of this guy. Okay? So I don't know if you can see the detail in this. So what I did was I took out one of the adapter plates, the really, really thin one, and I put about 5 pieces of cardstock, scrap cardstock, underneath the clear plate so it grabs it enough to make it so it embosses, but as you can see, it doesn't cut out. Here's the reason why. For one, I was thinking, oh my gosh, if I'm doing a class, I don't want to poke out all those little tiny holes for like 30, right? So, oh, you cut through both? Well, there's always tomorrow, right? If not, glue them down and we'll figure it out. Right, Sherilyn? Creative opportunities. So, anyway, so I took out the adapter plate, put 4 or 5 pieces of cardstock. Really depends on how much of an emboss you want. It also depends on your machine. So you gotta finesse and kind of, this was after doing the partial punching. I thought, I bet we can do embossing if it doesn't cut through. So that's where all this comes from, my brain, right? So let me put that to the side. So what I've got is every single in color I've cut out of the Mini Mates dies. So I've got every single one embossed, and then I just cut strips of it so you could see the pattern, okay? So they're about 3/4 of an inch, give or take. I didn't make them uniform. If it bothers you, make them uniform, but I just didn't, okay? So I've got my cinnamon cider. So I am grabbing, and I on purpose left this with overhang. And here's the reason why. At first I was like, oh, let me try to line them all up. And nothing was ever straight, and it was driving me insane because I wanted it all perfect, right? Because I'm showcasing the new in colors. I wanted you guys to be able to see them. I did not want just missing on the top or the bottom, which I knew I was gonna do, okay? So what I ended up doing, you're gonna laugh, but this is just what it is. All right, so this is my Just Jade, okay? And I am just going over and overlapping, and I want to make sure that I'm kind of straight this way. Kinda. Just kinda, but not completely, it's okay. So I've got my snail, and I'm running. Now, you're gonna say, but John, you totally missed. Look at how the overhang. I don't have to line up top to bottom as long as I'm on the mat. You'll see in a minute, okay? I'm making this easy. We've got our Magenta Madness, right? Okay, and then we've got our Misty Moonlight. I'm learning the colors just like you, okay? You lost your sound. I don't know what happened, hun. Does everybody else have sound? Or is it me? Do I need to start again? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Anybody? I think you lost sound last week too, huh, Carol? So, All right, so I'm gonna keep going until you tell me different. Okay, thank you, Cheryl. So, got it. It's not on my end. Sorry, Miss Carol. You'll catch the replay. All right, so I've got all my colors. If you have a least favorite, start that one in the middle because the overlay you won't see as much. Honestly, I just did it. I don't have a least favorite yet. So, it really depends on what we're doing. So here's what I've got. I'm grabbing my snips, my scissors, and I'm just cutting right along my edge. Now, if you don't want to have to fight the adhesive, pay attention and don't glue all the way to the edge like I just did, okay? But it's okay. All right, and then I am literally trimming. This is how you cheat, you guys. And this is coming from a professional, so it's not really cheating or lying, okay? I'm just telling you. So we're gonna trim. Okay. Whoa, something moved on me. You don't like it? Something moved on me. Hold up. Something moved on me. Okay. Got it. Fixed it. No problem. You can't have your scissors catch too much on the adhesive and then pull. That's what happened to me. All right, and then I'm gonna trim. And with any luck, hey look, everything's straight. Isn't that amazing? So there you go. Oh, you can hear too. Okay, thanks, Lise. I appreciate that. I always think it's my fault because honestly, it's just whatever. All right, so I've got my piece. I'm gonna grab my snail. You can also grab dimensionals. You can also grab glue dots. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Multi-purpose glue, Tombow, whatever. Just get it on there, right? Okay. And I've got glue somewhere else, but hey, it is what it is. All right, then I have gone and taken the coordinating dies, and I've already done a basic black and a white. And I don't know about you, but I always forget to do anniversary cards, which is why I figured I would do one tonight. So I'm sure somebody's gonna need one. Okay, hold that down for a couple seconds. Ah, I got a little halo. Let's try the other side, even though stitching won't be perfect. Oh my goodness, let me clean this. Hold up. We can't do this. We can't have halos. There are only angels in real life, not in stamping. Okay. So we're gonna push, not rock, which is what I did. There we go. Now it's crooked, but hey. Oh, well. All right, so we've got that going on. I'm gonna close my ink pad before I get confused. All right, and grab here, grab my snips again. And we are gonna grab this because we are stretching this guy out, right? As always, that's what we do, right? All right, so I'm grabbing my dimensionals. And I'm grabbing my snail. So what I'm gonna do is I am putting one stripe on both sides. Okay. And I am figuring out how much I want to do. How much I want hanging out on the sides, rather. Sorry for that. And trying to make it even. If you want to count the dots in the stitching, you are more than welcome to. Not gonna happen. So, I'm grabbing my dimensionals. I'm having a clumsy night. That is okay though. That is why we trimmed things so I didn't have to worry about them being straight, right? All right, so I'm thinking this is gonna go down here. Okay, and then I'm grabbing some dots. Hey Shirley, how are you, hun? So I'm gonna grab some dots. These are the new in color dots, and I'm gonna grab my, what color is it? Do you remember? Bumblebee, I believe, right? Honeybee, bumblebee, something like that. I gotta learn my colors all over again. And that, my dears, is the In Color card. Kind of cool, right? All right, for those of you that showed up late, we also talked about partial punching tonight. So you will want to go back on the replay. If you go back on the replay before midnight tonight, so your comments are time-stamped on Wednesday, it still counts for the raffle. I'll be raffling off, I said 4 cards, didn't I? But I really only have 3. I'll figure out a 4th. We'll be okay. No problem. So, follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. If you want to order, the code for tonight until really, really late is WAK, B as in boy, C as in Charlie, V as in Victor, 4, N as in Nancy. Okay? And I know you want to see those cards again because that's what I would want to see. So, there you go. Thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate that. That's kind of the point, right? And now I gotta mail them. So, I don't think I have anything else tonight for you guys. It's time to go make dinner and go back to the other shift. So, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great night, and we will talk soon. Catch me on YouTube if you haven't caught the whole thing. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.